Okay, so the pieces you will need for your back cover are 2 A pieces that measure 7 inches by 10 inches, 2 of those. 1 B piece that measures 8 by 9. Your C pieces, you'll need 4 of them, and they measure 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, 4 of those. And you'll need 1 hinge, which measures 1 inch by 6 7/8. Okay, so once you've got those, get your scoreboard out. Your A piece your A pieces, your 2 A pieces will be scored at 5 along the 10-inch side. Your B piece will be scored at 4 1/2 along the 9-inch side. Then you're going to flip and turn. So it's now along the 8-inch side, and you're going to score at 1/2. And you're going to score at 7 1/2. Sorry, I had to think about that for a second. Okay, your C pieces will all be scored. So I've already got this one done. At 1/2 along the 5 1/2-inch side. So do that to all 4 C pieces. And your D piece will be scored at 1/2 along the 1-inch side, and it is a hinge. Get your scoreboard out of the way. We're going to add some score tape. I've already added score tape to my C sections. Your A pieces do not get any score tape at all. Your B piece, we are going to cut out the 2 bottom sections of 1/2 inch here. Okay, I might cut that just a smidge more. Okay, so that's what you should have. Alright, and then these will fold back like that. Okay, so we'll add score tape to just these 2 side sections. And to your D hinge. And I already mitered the corners of my C pieces. So do the C, B, and D mitering of corners. Again, A doesn't get anything to it. That's your hinge. And then all 4 corners. All right. Okay, so your A pieces, they are going to actually adhere together. Alright, so what's going to happen is we're going to create a pocket in here. So we want to add either score tape or just your ATG gun or whatever. I think I'm going to use score tape. And we are going to put it along the very top. Or not the top section of the bottom half of A. So you've got A here, one of your A pieces, and here's the fold. So we've already folded it, folds that way. And then on these 3 sides, we are going to add score tape, leaving the right side open. Then we are going to get rid of that score tape. Backing, I should say, score tape backing. and we are going to adhere this on top so that on this side, this opening will be a pocket. Okay, so we're going to adhere that right on top. Make sure not to cover up your score line. Get it as straight as you can. That's not too bad. Okay, so basically what you have now is one flap that goes like that, one flap that goes like that, and then back here on the third flap you have a side pocket. Okay, and onto that side pocket we are going to adhere our B piece. So we're going to adhere it down like this. Actually, I'm going to fold one of these back. So you've got, yeah, see, that's what I wanted. So one of the A flaps goes back and one of the A flaps goes forward, and then you've got the center part with the pocket. Alright, so we want this to sit here and become another pocket, but right now the tags would just go through because there's nothing on the bottom to stop them. So this is where this hinge comes in. So remove half of the tape backing from your hinge, and we are going to adhere it onto your B piece just above the score line. So you've got these two folding in, and then you've got this one folding in. Okay, so it looks like that. And now we're going to remove the two side pieces of backing. And push down the bottom. And now remove the backing from it. Okay, and it is going to adhere right on top of that side pocket. So line it up as best you can. My head might get in the way because I kind of have to get over top of this. Alright, so now what you have is an A, like one of the little A flaps. Another pocket here, and you've got one on the side. But now you want this to become a pocket as well. So what we're going to do is we are going to fold this at a diagonal. You can use your bone folder as well. I'm just using my fingernails. Alright, so now you've got something that looks like that. So we're going to adhere it just on this edge. So you've still got a pocket here. Okay, so I'm going to put a line of score tape on the left hand side of the B piece that we just adhered to the middle of the A's. And take that little bit of score tape backing away, fold this up so it's just adhered right here. Okay, so now we've got a pocket here, we've got a pocket here, we've got one over on the side, and then we have this flap here, and then we have this back here. So what you can do, you can either, this is just an aesthetic thing by the way, you can, if you prefer, you could do another side pocket where you adhere to the top as well, and then it's a side pocket there. But I wanted one you could, a little, because we've got the diagonals on the back page. So you can either adhere this whole triangle down, or you can put just a little bit of score tape along the bottom and have this be a little tuck spot as well, where the triangle is. Alright, so I think I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to put it on this section of the triangle. So then when I fold it down, It's just the bottom part that adheres, and now there's just a little tuck spot. It won't be enough room for a large tag, but just a little tuck spot. Okay, and now flip this over, and now we're going to do, with the C pieces, we're just going to do a little mini waterfall here. So we've done the waterfalls before. So first one, now which way should we do it? Let's go out this way. So right at the very right hand edge, and open that one up and put the next one there. And if you so desire, you could put your pattern paper on this part first, or you could do little strips in between, totally your choice, just to cover up this black. And then trying to get it as close to the last one, so you want it just butted right up against that last one. There's the 1/2 inch section of the last one. And now the next one will go right here. And then one more. Alright, so there you've got your little waterfall. And now you could put a piece on this side if you like, covering this up. I might end up doing a sticker, one of the stickers there. We'll see. That can happen in the decorating, I suppose. So there you have it. That is your little booklet. And now we are going to bring in our... a lot of stuff on my desk right now. So bring back in your cover, and we'll put a piece of paper down here, and then we're just going to adhere this entire thing on top. Alright, so let's see. I don't think I had any paper cut for this, so let's just cut some paper. It's perfect. So let's see how big we need it. So 9 1/8 by 6 3/4. Okay, so 6 3/4. Save that scrap, you never know when you might need it. By, what did I say, 9 1/8? Okay. I'm just going to ink that up and put that down. Okay, so I've got my pattern paper down on the back side. I've just adhered this whole thing to the back cover, and now I'm just going to add a couple magnets. I'm going to add one here to here, score tape, so right near the top, two magnets, more score tape. Okay, and then I'm going to close that up. So that now has a magnet, and then we want a magnet closing this down to this. Now we just need to decorate it. We've got our magnets on there. So we'll decorate it, then we'll add our pages, and then it's just the final little embellishments that you want to do. So start with this one. So I'm matching this back page to the last page that we did, which would be page 6. So this is what page 6 looks like, so I'm matching it to that. Open it up. And then remember, you'll have to get tags for each one of these. I always do my tags. I kind of figure out what scraps I have left and then make the tags out of what I have left as scraps. Oops. And that goes up there. And then this is going to go here. And I guess, I'm not quite sure how I had this going, but it's not exactly working out the way I'd planned it. Okay, I'm just going to refigure what I'm doing here, and then I'll come back and put the rest of my pattern paper on. You know how to do this. Just measure what you're trying to cover and go a little bit smaller, and that's all there is to it. So I'm going to continue doing that, and then we'll come back and I ran out of tape anyway, and then we will put our pages in. Okay, so I just wanted to point out that I added this extra little flap here. The only reason I did this was because I decided to add some bling along the sides here, and that made it so that it didn't close properly. So my design made it, yeah, that I had to add. I just added a tiny little flap here with a couple magnets so that it closed again because it wasn't staying closed. So that is not something that I was planning on doing. So I mean, you're welcome to do it, but it wasn't something I was planning. So now we're going to add our pages. Yay! So all we're going to do is take off the whatever kind of adhesive you have on here, red line tape, score tape, or now is the time to add your wet adhesive to either side. So we'll do that just for the first one to begin. Some people just take it off one side and then kind of sneak in and get it after the page is already on. I'm going to push my luck and remove both sides. Alright, so first page. Now make sure that you have got the correct hole. Okay, make sure it's what you're supposed to be, and it's not just a flap or something. Make sure you've got the hole in between the page, and you're just gonna slip it on, and that's all there is to it. If you're using the red line tape or score tape, it's pretty instantaneous. If you're using wet adhesive, you might have to hold it here for a while until the adhesive dries. So that's the first page, and now we will put the second one on. Okay. So find the correct opening. And then try to make sure that they're lined up together. Sorry if my head gets in the way. Ah. It's hard to see from the angle I'm at. I kind of have to get down in there. There's that one, and then the last one. Alright, there we go. So your book is basically made. Now all you want to do is cut some tags for in your pockets. Maybe decorate the album, the front a little bit more. Do whatever other embellishing you want to do. I'm going to add some little bits of paper in between the gussets, just to add a little extra there. And yeah, you're basically done. That's about it. And I think it turned out pretty awesome. So fantastic. I will come back and show you what I've done with like the embellishments, etc., etc. But this is where you can have fun. Like, this is the best part, is the embellishing and everything. So do whatever you want to do and whatever you have in your stash. Alright, so thank you so much for following this tutorial, and big hugs. You guys are awesome.